today we are going to explain a movie named JUNG E. This movie was released on 2023. This is a Korean sci-fi movie. In the beginning of the movie we see Earth in 22nd century which was almost covered by water due to the climate change. So humans made many shelters in the space using Earth resources and humans started to migrating to space shelters. Some of the shelters started a civil war between other shelters and the Earth. They called themselves Adrian Republic, which leads a war between them for many years, and poor people of Earth used to work for war to earn money. In the next scene of the movie we see a character named JUNG E who was fighting against the robot. She fight very well, but she got distracted and got shot by a giant advanced robot. We get to know it was a simulation. Actually JUNG E was a popular warrior who used to fight against Adrian Republic. She was never defeated in a battle, but she lost the last battle many years ago and she goes to coma, which was very important mission that can end the civil war. So in the present time of the movie a company named Chronoid used her brain consciousness to make a AI combat robot for war, and that project name was JUNG E, which was put onto her name. This wasn't the first simulation. They have done many attempts, but she got shot in the same point. We see a character named Yoon Seo-hyun who is leading the project, and also she is the daughter of JUNG E. And we see another character named Kim Sang-hoon who is director of the project. In the next scene we see some government army officers who also funding the project came to see the project. Directors Sang-hoon and Seo-hyun present the project to them. They were unhappy with them because they haven't completed the project to make AI combat robot. They even can't make a AI out of the JUNG E consciousness. They said they are going to reduce funding due to the delay of making AI combat robots. Seo-hyun want to complete the project anyhow, so she said they will soon complete the project and her mother JUNG E will be remembered as a great hero of Allied forces. But an army officer blamed to her mother. He says due to her mother lost the last mission, this war was going on for 40 years. Seo-hyun doesn't speak anything, she remains silent and the meeting over. After the meeting we see Seo-hyun who interviewed the JUNG E robot which was going to destroy. While interviewing, JUNG E was shocked because she was made of robot and her half body wasn't there. She actually feel herself human, so she got panic and feel pain, so Seo-hyun reduce her pain, but she doesn't stop panicking, so Seo-hyun shot the robot and send for disassemble. In the next scene we see Seo-hyun in a train who was visiting a hospital for some test. In the train she saw a mother who was saying and calming her daughter about something, so Seo-hyun remember her mother when she was having her cancer surgery, but her mother JUNG E left her in the hospital and went to the battle. Actually JUNG E doesn't want to go to battle, but for her daughter treatment she needed money, so she joined the war every times for her daughter treatment. Seo-hyun reaches the hospital and find out that after the surgery when she was child wasn't cured successfully. Doctor says now her cancer was already spread to whole body and she has left only 3 months of time. He suggests her to transfer her brain data to prosthetic body. That time humans can do such kind of things with their brain. There was 3 kind of body transfer procedure. Type A, which is very expensive and they will count as human and have privacy to their brain data. Type B, which is light expensive but they have to share brain data to the government. And the last one is Type C, which is free but they have no brain data privacy. Anyone can use their brain data and they will not be counted as humans. We see the doctor was also a robot who has transferred brain data to a robot. After that, we see the past flash of Seo-hyun. When her mother got into coma after the battle, some people came to their apartment to sign an agreement for Type C brain transplant, and her grandmother signed the agreement because they have no money for Type A and B, and they offer Seo-hyun education and some money too. A lady also gave Seo-hyun a toy of her mother face. After the past flash we see Seo-hyun who watches her mother in the hospital who is still in coma and is in life support. In the next scene of the movie we see the next simulation was going to preform. Director Sang-hoon was upset of unsuccess experiment, so he says he want to do new in this simulation, so he ordered to shoot on JUNG E's leg, and one stuff shoots on her leg. Everybody feel little embarrassed, and Seo-hyun too. Simulation start this time JUNG E do very well, she fight even she is injured. New part of the JUNG E's brain was activated. Everybody was shocked, they were so happy besides Seo-hyun. At that moment JUNG E got shot on her head. Director Sang-hoon was so happy because after long time they have got something new combat data from JUNG E's brain. In the next scene we see they were going to head office to meet chairman for meeting to show the research result, but chairman wasn't be there to attend their meeting. Instead of him someone else was going to attend the meeting. We see they were returning from the meeting and they were upset because they didn't meet the chairman and they were telling them they are going to reduce the funds for the project. In the next scene we see one of the employees says, chairman came to their research center to meet them. Sang-hoon and Seo-hyun go to meet him. We get to know there, actually Sang-hoon was also a robot. The chairman had built Sang-hoon by his brain data, or Sang-hoon himself also doesn't know it. And then Chairman says Sang-hoon was his first robot by using human brain data. He also says to stop the Jung E project because Allied force has done treaty with the Adrian Republic. He says war is now going to end soon. So we want to do different research because combat robot will be no use in future. But Seo Woo-yen wants to finish the project. She requests let her finish the project but Chairman refused and told her to research new project like household android AIs. And the next scene shift to the new simulation where Jung E got shot again at same point, so Sang-hoon gets angry because he didn't get same result like before one, and the project was also going to shut down soon. So he commands to bring Jung E to interview room with his full body and they do as Sang-hoon says. He wants to see again previous brain activity. He command to activated Jung E and give order to cut her hand. We see Jung E was in pain and crying. Sang-hoon doesn't stop there, next he shoot her in leg. Sang-hoon was desperate to get result like previous one, where Jung E's new part of brain was activated. And she shut down Jung E but Sang-hoon gets angry and point the gun toward to Seo Woo-yen and says to active the robot. In that moment one of the stuff came and says to Sang-hoon, he is called to head office. In the next scene we see one of the stuff was using Jung E robot for sexual activity. He was dancing with nude Jung E robot which was seen by Jung E. Seo Woo-yen get angry and started to beat him, but stuff says it was the idea from the head office to use Jung E as sexual application to earn money. He tells she has type C agreement so they can uses her brain in any proposes. Seo Woo-yen goes without saying any word. In the next scene, she meets Sang-hoon, and she gets to know tomorrow will be the last simulation of Jung E after that head office was going to shut down the project. And then the next scene we see, Seo Woo-yen talk to her mother AI. Seo Woo-yen calm, the Jung E robot. We get to know that the new brain activity which was happened in the previous simulation, was due to her daughter Seo Woo-yen memory. So the desire of Jung E to see her daughter was helping her to don't give up. Jung E asked Seo Woo-yen does her daughter operation was success, she says yes and says she is fine. And Jung E also says she has lost her daughter Good Luck doll in the battle so she is upset too. After hearing this Seo Woo-yen can't control her emotion. She shut the robot and started to crying. She feels sad for her mother. In the next scene we see the next simulation was going to start. This was their last simulation, after this the project will be shut down permanently. Before simulation Seo Woo-yen delete the new brain activity, and she says to Jung E robot on her ear even though she wasn't activated. Simulation starts, again Jung E got shot. One of the stuff says to director Sang-hoon that today Jung E's brain was weak. He ignores his talks. Some of the stuff take Jung E for disassemble. Director Sang-hoon senses something unusual and he sees the simulation video. He finds out Jung E wasn't got shot, so he actives alarm. After alarm ring Jung E beat the stuffs and escape. Other side Seo Woo-yen go to the simulation room and delete all the data. Director Sang-hoon decides to activate combat robot to catch Jung E and he also pursue her himself. Jung E reaches to a room where many robot like her was kept. Combat robot also reaches there and Jung E fight with them. Other side police robot was also approaching there. While fighting Jung E lost her hand and one of the robot was going to kill Jung E. At the moment Seo Woo-yen shut that robot and saves her. And the police robots also reach there and shoots Jung E robot, and Seo Woo-yen gets out with a different robot. We get no Seo Woo-yen has changed Jung E robot brain to the different robot and walk out from the room. Actually the robot which get shot was only the body. The AI brain was in the different robot body. And then in the next scene we see Seo Woo-yen and the robot were escaping through the train. Seo Woo-yen tells the robot to run away. We see director Sang-hoon was also there in the train. He points the gun to them. Seo Woo-yen says Jung E is free. She has deleted all memory of her daughter. He understands what she was talking about. It was about the new part of the brain activity. So he shot Seo Woo-yen and the robot attacks Sang-hoon and Sang-hoon got shot on his face and he knows that he is also a robot not a human. Seo Woo-yen says he is just a toy of chairman. Sang-hoon gets angry and attack Jung E. Police robot also came there but Jung E fight with them too. The fight scene is so epic. All police robot was destroyed and the train was damaged during fight. Sang-hoon died, he fall down from the train with a part of the train. But Jung E jumps to the train and Seo Woo-yen pull her up. The train was stopped and Seo Woo-yen was also injured. Seo Woo-yen tells her mother's AI robot that she can take care of herself and she says the police was arriving there, so she should run from there and she is free. Jung E doesn't want to leave her, but Seo Woo-yen forced to run away. She thinks her mother always go to battle for her and she hadn't got to live her life freely because of her. Jung E hugs her daughter last time, like she used to hug her when she was used to child. At the last scene of the movie we see Jung E at the top of the hill. This shows she is now free. With this scene movie ends. Thank you for watching my explanation. If you like my video, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. See you all in next explanation.